Valentine's Day, everybody's favourite day of romance and cheap flowers. What is it like in the Harry Potter world? We don't get to see any of this in the films really, but come with me and explore what Valentine's Day is like at Hogwarts. So it's only actually ever mentioned in 2 books. The first of which is the Chamber of Secrets. Now, as we know, throughout Harry's second year at Hogwarts, the big fat basilisk has been picking off students, ghosts and cats. Nobody was safe. Come Valentine's Day, in his infinite wisdom, Professor Lockhart decided that everybody needed a little pick-me-up to take their minds off all the horrible stuff that had been going on that year. Imagine Lockhart suggesting the idea to the other teachers in the staff room, like, hey, yeah, I know that there's a big monster knocking about trying to murder people, lol, but I've got the perfect idea, right? We're going to celebrate Valentine's Day. That'll cheer everyone up. That'll definitely take their mind off the fact that they might be eaten by a massive snake on their way to potions class. In Lockhart's defence, at this point he seems to think that the attacks have stopped because the monster heard that Lockhart was after him and bottled it. Anyway, so Valentine's Day rolls around and Lockhart has decorated the Great Hall in massive pink flowers and heart-shaped confetti dangling from the ceiling. When Harry, Ron and Hermione go down for breakfast, Lockhart is standing at the front of the hall in pink robes, announcing that he's hired 12 moody-looking dwarves who are wearing golden wings and carrying harps. And their job is to sing people's Valentine's cards to them. I can't get over this, it's so funny. Like, in the midst of a crisis, where at this point I think 1 cat, 1 ghost and 2 students have been petrified by the basilisk, and surely the school is near the point of closing down, Lockhart decides to hire a bunch of singing dwarfs to deliver people's Valentines to them. This is Lockhart, the defence against the dark arts teacher. Also, where did he find these dwarfs? Is this like a thing that they do often? Do they like tour different schools and provide this very specific service? It's well random. Anyway, so the dwarves spend the day barging into classrooms and breaking into song. Harry gets cornered outside one of his afternoon lessons in front of a group of first years that includes Ginny Weasley. He doesn't want to hear his Valentine, so he tries to run off and the dwarf tackles him to the ground and forces him to listen to his singing Valentine. His eyes are as green as a fresh pickled toad. His hair is as dark as a blackboard. I wish he was mine, he's really divine, the hero who conquered the Dark Lord. Oh my days, Harry is absolutely fuming. To be fair, at the age of 12, this probably wouldn't be the best thing to happen to you in front of a group of students. I, however, would be flattered to be sent a grumpy singing dwarf for Valentine's Day. Anyway, so that's the end of Valentine's Day in the Chamber of Secrets book. I hope they show it in the HBO series though. Also, I want to know who the teachers sent their Valentines to. I bet Filch sent one to Madam Pince, the librarian. Now, the second time that we get to experience the wonders of Valentine's Day in Hogwarts is in the Order of the Phoenix book. Right, so to set the scene, at this point in the year, Harry and Cho have had their cheeky little pre-Christmas kiss and he's invited her out for the day in Hogsmeade on Valentine's Day. So cute. I bet Cho put on a special frock for the occasion. They go to a little tea shop in Hogsmeade called Madame Puddifoot, which is filled with other couples on little dates. I think Harry was struggling to find anything to talk about, so he invites her to go and meet Hermione with him at the Three Broomsticks after they're done at Madame Puddifoot's. Basically, that morning, right, Hermione had asked if he could meet her at the Three Broomsticks after he was done with Cho. So when Harry is sat awkwardly with Cho in silence, just for the sake of saying something, I think, he blurts out that he's meeting Hermione after and he asks if Cho wants to tag along. Now, Cho sort of loses it after that and seems to think that Harry is going on a date with Hermione after his date with Cho, which is really dumb because A, they're obviously just best friends, and B, if he was going on a date with her, why would he invite Cho? It's a bit dumb to be fair from both of them because Harry kind of should have known better than to mention it during their date. But it sort of ruins the vibe and Cho ends up storming out of the tea shop in the middle of their date and leaving Harry sat alone staring awkwardly at the floor. After the date, Harry goes to the Three Broomsticks pub and spends the rest of Valentine's Day with Hermione, Luna Lovegood and Rita Skeeter, What a gang. Can you actually think of anyone that you would rather spend your Valentine's Day with than those three? And that is it. End of the Day of Love. Like I say, it's only ever mentioned in the books in those 2 times, unless I'm very much mistaken. I might be wrong, to be honest, but I can't be bothered trawling through all the books to do. It's a bit of a surprise that it's not in the Half-Blood Prince book though, to be fair, as that book is basically a rom-com. Anyway, so, I hope you have a good Valentine's Day, whether you're going out for a date or sat at home watching Eat, Pray, Love on your own and eating ice cream.